Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Jesse from the original Fast and the Furious, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 18 of the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
And Sean's on his way to school.
And we're learning the new dance called the Barracuda.
Come on and do the Barracuda. Why would they pick this song as the background music?
Because it's Japanese.
It's like kind of upbeat and fun. It's not Japanese at all.
I mean, the people who are singing it are Asian.
All right, so he's getting his train ticket at this like kiosk, and then he goes up, and you can see it's like hustling and bustling. Everybody's getting to work. People are cramming onto the train.
Yeah, there's people there to shove you onto the train.
Yeah, like that's their job. Fit in.
Yeah.
And he's like running down the sidewalk looking at this paper. And look, you can tell he's trying to figure out where he's going. He's going to Wadakura High School.
Can you riddle me this, Batman? Why would they have an English version of the word above the Japanese letters?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know.
Thank goodness they do, because can you imagine trying to line up symbols? Boy, that'd be tough.
Yeah, I feel like in a country where you couldn't like make out any of the letters, like it would be so hard. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, in Spanish you can
Super
like
hard.
if you don't know Spanish, like a lot of the words are similar to English. You're like, oh, I can figure out
Right.
sometimes what things mean.
But in Japanese, like the sounds
Forget it.
is completely different.
Forget it.
And so at the entrance to the school, there's like this crazy bike rack that holds, I don't know, 50 bikes. Double decker. Like
Right.
back at his dad's place. Pretty cool. So I thought this was interesting. He's
And
running to
it's
school.
on either side.
Oh, that makes it 100 bikes.
Yeah.
He's sprinting into school. And so you get the idea he's late.
Right.
Does it surprise you that somebody like Sean, who's kind of like a carefree, whatever, I do what I want to do guy, shows up to Japan with the attitude he had, and then now today is like running to get to school on time?
I'm gonna be late.
Right. Especially that he's like clearly already late.
Right.
I don't even think I would run. I'd be like, well,
No, here's a question for you. If you wake up late to work, wake up late on a day that you work,
yeah.
and you know that you're going to be 5 minutes late to work that day,
Mm-hmm.
do you rush to get there and be 5 minutes late? Or do you just like, there's no difference between 5 minutes late and 15 minutes late. So I'll just take my time, stop at Sheetz, grab a bottle of smelling salts, pump, do some stuff.
You think
Or do you like rush, and that way when you show up to work, you're like all flustered and you're like, sorry I'm late.
Yeah,
or-
no, I don't do that. So I'm like, I found this thing out about me where I'm just like 5 minutes late to everything all the time. Like even like being early, I'm 5 minutes late to it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't account for the time getting in the vehicle and getting out. I don't know.
Right.
But-
It takes 15 minutes to drive somewhere, but you can't leave 15 minutes before you're supposed to be there
Right.
because it takes 2 minutes to get to your car.
So I go into work half an hour early every day, and I'm 5 minutes. So I literally am there 25 minutes early every day.
Okay. But you're 5 minutes late to being half an hour early.
Right. So and some days I do have to be in by like an hour early. So, but like in general, it just happens a lot that I'm like, oh, look, I'm 5 minutes late again to the time I was shooting for. But it's pretty rare that I would oversleep. But there was I'm like, well, I'm not going to rush to be there at 6:35. 6:55 is still fine.
Right. Because
So-
you're still early.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Brad says Wawa is better than Sheetz. I would say the better food / gas station is the one that's closer to you. And
Yeah. I honestly don't get involved in this argument because I don't buy like I don't know. I guess if there's people that stop at Sheetz like every morning and buy their lunch there,
yes.
then I feel like you would care whether it's Sheetz or Wawa. I stop and I get gas,
A pack of cigs.
some cigarillos,
Nice. Al Capones.
Al Capones,
Nice.
or a bottle of wine.
But like if
Does
you're
Wawa sell wine?
Like you don't ever get anything from their like hot menu. Like go on and order
Occasionally.
something.
It's like, man, 3 or 4 times a year maybe.
Really?
Yeah, it's like if we're traveling and we're like, well, should we stop here
Right.
quick? Sheets fries, though, could be the
Dude,
best fries.
They
I
are
think.
for sure.
There's nothing special looking about them, but when you eat them, they use some special salt or something. They're good.
They're very crispy
Mm-hmm.
and skinny. I don't like, but they're not like so crispy that they like break. I don't like when fries break. I forget what they're called, but they're a specific kind of fry that breaks. I don't know. I stop at Sheetz probably and get hot food at least 5 times a month.
Once a week or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Occasionally I'll get a coffee, but Sheetz, Turkey Hill, Wawa, I don't know. I don't care that much.
I guess maybe not always food, but I like their ice or their frozen lattes.
Oh, Wawa has free coffees on Friday right now, I think.
So does Turkey Hill.
Maybe Turkey Hill has free coffees on Friday.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know.
I
Like I
mean,
said,
The,
I don't
close,
really
the
pay
closest
attention to
Wawa to us is 20 minutes, so I'm not going to Wawa.
So when
But I do like Wawa's food.
Yeah, I just stop what's available because when I travel for work, if you head like east of here, once you leave like Lancaster, it's all Wawas.
Yes. Yep.
And then if you head out to like Virginia on 81, it's like all Sheets all the way
Right.
down. It's weird.
Yep. There used to be some like, that was Rudders. Rudders and
Yeah,
Sheetz.
Lancaster has Rudders and Royal Farms and
Yes.
Sheets and Turkey Hill and all
Royal
kinds of
Farms.
stuff.
Mm,
Fried chicken, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Sean is wandering through the school. He's looking for his classroom, and
Okay.
he doesn't read Japanese and never has.
And he has a paper, but
Right.
everything is Japanese.
So-
All the signs are Japanese. And he runs up to a door that's open. Oh, this is the other weird thing. If it's your first day at a school, do you think you just run in the front door and then walk into your class?
No, you got to go to the office. They got to
Yeah.
give you your
Check
ID,
you in and
give you your lunch money.
tell you, give you a tour, take you to your
Right.
class. But he just walks into his, I guess that's America. Maybe in Japan, it's a little different.
Yeah, that's true. In public school, do you have to buy your own lunch?
Yeah, unless you're poor. Or there's COVID. I think lunch is all free right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's just about to go into the classroom. He catches his breath for a second. He still is not quite sure if he's in the right place, but he scans the room to see what's going on. The teacher's teaching, and he catches eyes.
With
Now,
a female.
I find it hard to believe that only one person would see him walk in.
Yeah,
because-
everybody else is asleep or bored. They literally, if you look around, they look like bad actors pretending to be bored. Every single one of them is
Right.
like,
Well, that's
pretend like you're bored right now. And this girl that catches his eye, I don't think she looks very Japanese.
No, she isn't supposed to be Japanese.
Oh, everybody in the class is Japanese except
Right.
for her.
I don't know
But
if
she's not like Caucasian either.
right.
She's like, where would you place her nationality?
She definitely looks Australian.
Australian? Aborigine? I was thinking more Filipino, maybe Hawaiian.
Should we find out the actors?
Yeah, what's her name?
Just go to just go to IMDb. Don't you have the IMDb app?
No, you have the IMDb app?
Of course I do. How can you not? Oh my word.
Because I can just Google Tokyo Drift cast and IMDb is the first thing that pops up.
Neela is her name.
All right. Natalie Kelly.
Yes.
Neela. Natalie, she's an Australian actress. Oh, she's from Australia.
Okay.
She's Peruvian.
Hmm.
And she's known for Neela in the Fast and Furious.
That's true.
But she was also in Body Proof, Unreal, The Vampire Diaries, and Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty?
No.
All right. So
Did she never come back into any...
No.
Yes, she did. She's in
Oh,
F9. She's in F7.
okay, F7 I can see because they flash back to Tokyo.
All right.
They flash back or they go to Tokyo.
That's Neela
F9 I don't remember.
in F... for
You find any images? I should watch F9 again. I bought it, and I haven't watched it since I bought it. What?
Excuse me. It's not F9.
No. All right. Let's keep going with a minute. We're draining here.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
That's like a promo picture. That's not
We're losing listeners.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys, for that hiatus.
Okay.
All right. So
next minute we're doing 7 minutes again, okay?
Okay.
All right.
7 minutes in heaven. And then after that, we're going to record the podcast. Nice. F7 flashback. F9, they go. Right. In F9, they go to Germany. Germany is where they find the Tokyo Drift crew. Isn't it? Because he's like, I got friends in Germany.
Ryan's reading the live chat.
Oh,
right
yes.
now,
Sorry.
Which is
Brad says about F9 they go. So, Brad's so good. Thank you, Brad. All right. So, Sean is trying to explain to his teacher. He said, I missed the train. I'm new here. And she's like, oh, Boswell. And he's like, yes, Boswell. And like, she doesn't know English very well or at all. Like she shouldn't have to know English. And like, I just don't understand how you can drop a American into a Japanese school.
No.
And like, how are we
look at the board.
How are we to believe that he's going to learn anything here?
You can't just sit in a class and learn algebra or geometry or whatever, calculus, in Japanese and not know the language or the symbols or anything. Like, you still need to start with the basics.
Right.
He should be in a language school.
He needs to be going to some sort of language school before he even goes to regular school or have a tutor or something. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
He's not going to learn a thing.
Right.
And they do the bow, the greeting to each other, and she is looking at the floor, and she looks upset about something.
Uh-oh. Is that the end of the minute?
Wabaki? Yes, that's the end of minute 18. So, sorry that it took so long to get here.
Yeah.
Now you know
Okay.
Natalie Kelly is Peruvian, born or raised in Australia, because I know she has an Australian accent in this movie, so that's why I guessed Australia. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Not you. Do you know the difference between an Australian accent and a New Zealand accent?
Yes. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And remember, no tree can reach to heaven unless its roots reach to hell.
What? That's not a real saying.
I think maybe I read it wrong. Let me look it up. No tree can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. I was close.
That is close.
Man, I was trying to remember.
I don't like that saying at all. It doesn't make any sense.
It's like so deep. You got to think about it and like, you
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
Wow.
The
And I'm
roots.
Jason.
Always remember.
Winning's winning.
And also that we have a giveaway.
Oh, and you're going to like it.
Yeah, you're going to love it.